Hello everybody, it's Ryno, and I am here at the Disneyland Resort. I'm in the Esplanade right now, right outside of Disney California Adventure, and I am here to celebrate the Festival of Holidays. See the sign right there? I am here to eat my heart out. I am going to be purchasing a Sip and Savor Pass, which, if you're not sure what that is, it's a lanyard that has 8 plastic tabs on it that are good for items at different festival booths that are non-alcoholic. So you can't get drinks with it. You can get drinks, but they can't be alcoholic. So I have made a list of some items that I would like to try, and I think it's really that simple. Aren't you just here for that? You've seen what the title of this video was called. You've clicked on it. You know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to eat. But because some of these look a little more substantial, heavier items, I'm going to do this, I think, over the process of like 2 days. So I'm here to start now, but I think like maybe I'll do like a dinner and then maybe a lunch tomorrow, dinner tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how good it is and portion size and all of that. Why don't I just stop talking and we get into this? Actually, before we do that, I need to just remind everybody that this and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel, experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip, and you help support the channel and all the content that we produce. So check them out, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. Now that I've said that, let's go inside of this park. All right, I got my Festival of the Holidays lanyard, Sip and Savor Pass, good through January 8th right here. Like I said, there's 8 tabs on here. I got this cool fancy lanyard because I'm a magic key holder. This was $54 exactly. On the back here, there's like all the booths and I think everything they have at it here. The first stop is going to be Brews and Bites. I don't know if you knew this, but my friend Jill is actually here. So she's going to join me for this one. But we're stopping here because my friend Kurt has raved about this Impossible Chorizo Queso Fundido. So we got to try it. And Jill loves queso. So I thought, Jill, why don't you come and join me?
And we have margaritas. So
oh, but yeah, perfect. Stunning.
So this is the Impossible Chorizo Queso Fundito with house-made tortilla chips. So they allegedly
made on site?
Allegedly. Now, we did ask, but you'll notice that it's only like partially vegan.
Yes.
On this, we asked only the meat is vegan, the cheese is not. So this is just like vegetarian.
Yeah.
Friendly, because if you are vegan, there is dairy in the cheese.
So go ahead, give it a try. You know what alarms me? I don't like cilantro, and there's so much cilantro on this.
Yeah, I also don't like. We should have asked for it without.
I didn't know.
We're gonna.
I feel like it doesn't look like that in the picture, that intense. But look, that's much.
They went
much
very
prettier.
bold.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Big moment. Cilantro.
That was very good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a decent amount in that cup.
Has the Impossible meat chorizo it's got that like essence of the spice of a regular chorizo, but it's not like, I mean, this margarita is spicy, so this is not blowing off my like taste buds the way that the margarita did. But it's good. It's very savory. You get a really like fair amount.
Yeah, hold that in like the palm of your hand.
This is at least like a cup, a full cup.
Yeah.
Like by baker's measure, which I should know. And you get like a whole thing of chips. So I think it's a fair value. Now you used your
I used a clip from the past. So this without the clip is $7.50 because we got to keep track of how much everything was. So we see if the Sip and Savor's worth it at the end.
Honestly, coming from Florida where we have like food and wine festival, I would say $7.50 is a value for this serving quantity.
I think it's very shareable.
Yeah.
I too will also be dipping around this cilantro because it tastes like Mother Earth's butt.
Who likes cilantro, honestly?
Everybody but us, I think.
See what I mean about like the warmth of the spice?
Yeah, the spice is like a nice little linger at the end. What I like is I feel like the Impossible Chorizo has a really good texture. That complements this cheese very well, and the cheese is surprisingly very good, which I always worry about at the booth, like it's going to be like skin on it or something and nasty, but as somebody who often longingly looks at queso fundido but doesn't eat a lot of liquid cheesy stuff for fear of dying, this is really good. Oh, it's very like
Yeah.
That flavor does stick with you. It's very nice. Yeah, for $7.50, I think this one's a win. All right, next we're gonna do Paradise Garden Grill. I know it's not a food booth because some places accept the tabs that aren't food booth, but there is some loaded yuca fries that are over here, as well as a tres leches cake, and I can never turn down a tres leches cake. So we went with 2 items here at the Paradise Garden Grill. We got loaded yuca fries, which are topped with arbol chili cheese sauce, carne asada, guacamole, sour cream, and pickled red onions. That's new this year. And then we went for a dessert item as well, mango tres leches, which is a tres leches parfait with white cake and mango puree topped with caramel chantilly, green whipped topping. So the yuca fries are $8. This is $6.50. So this is the cheaper one. There were no forks, so we're going in. I'm gonna go in with a spoon.
We're going in with a spoon.
I like yuca. I'm a fan. It's readily available in Florida. It is a root, if anyone is wondering, but texturally, it's essentially like a potato.
Yeah, it's like a really thick French fry.
A thick French fry.
Thick.
I prefer these. Honestly, I prefer yuca over steak fries. This is a little watery, so I'm a little like,
We'll see if it retains any crunch.
Okay.
Thoughts?
The flavors are here, and it has a little bit of a spice that I really enjoy. I gotta say though, there is like the pool of water, and it is just kind of throwing me off. I'm gonna try and scoop them up. Nestle.
Oh my goodness. Are you gonna go for that whole thing?
Oh my, I don't know.
Just do it.
Look them out!
Oh, hi Mickey! Hi Minnie! Cute outfits.
Celebrities. I like it. I like all the ingredients. I think it tastes very good. I love the spice in my mouth. I feel like for some reason it's not all binding together the way that I want. So why don't you give it a try and,
all right,
and tell me what
we
you think.
we say that this is not as good as the queso.
So far, I think the queso is the winner. However, I would have loved yuca fries to dip in that queso.
Yeah,
that would
100%. Okay.
You want to try this?
Yeah.
Get your spoon in there. It's very difficult.
I was like, the fact that we don't have any forks is also a challenge. All right.
We're creative for the holidays.
The spice. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Flavors. 7.5 out of 10. Textures, composition. 3.
Yeah.
Maybe a 3.
Yeah.
Like it's just, and also we've only had this out here for like less than 5 minutes, and it's kind of cold.
It sat for a while before it was given to us. It definitely feels like that.
So I would say that this is I wouldn't get it again.
No, I don't think so. I'm actually very disappointed.
Yeah.
But do you want to give the
Give the dessert a try? I don't want to taint the experience with my. Hang on.
You want a new spoon, or you want to use your beef spoon?
I can use the spoon.
The beef spoon?
Clean. Yeah, it's fine.
Does it smell like beef?
No, it's fine.
I feel like this is that episode of Friends. Like you're going into the trifle with the beef.
Oh, okay, this is actually very, like somebody spent a lot of time as a cake decorator. Someone put some effort into this thing to make a little whole poinsettia, and then there's like a cream layer, and then the cake leches, and then the mango.
Oh, mango's on the bottom. Yeah, I see.
So we're gonna have to see if we can.
You're gonna have to dig. Can you get all the way down there?
Do a deep dive. Oh,
the cross section.
Oh. Stunning.
Oh, stunning.
All right. Okay. I didn't get a lot of mango because it's very far down. But this tres leches cake is very good.
Oh, I'm excited. Do you like tres leches normally?
I don't really like it when it's like a square in a puddle of juice.
Yeah.
But I think the way they've arranged it in a parfait, it manages to just be like a custard texture and not to be so
milky,
wet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely wet, like it's definitely soaked, but it reads more like a parfait or a trifle than it does the like wet lump of cake on a tray. So I give this an 8 out of 10.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Like
you don't get a lot of
it's
mango.
in there, but it's not sitting in it.
Yeah.
It's sitting in the milk, but
very creamy.
Oh yeah. this is
That's
good.
what I'm saying. Like, just the leches part is excellent.
Okay, now I'm getting the mango. Yeah, I think it's like too deep almost. Like it's hard to get all the way down there, but
Maybe a little bit wider and shallower vessel would like.
okay.
It's good.
I love the cake. I love that. I love tres leches. I'll try it anytime it's on a menu. The mango that's at the bottom reminds me of the mango that you would fill like the cupcakes with. You know, you like buy the candied,
The sleeve.
like a pie filling.
Like a pie filling. Yeah, exactly.
So it's not like fresh cut mango, which is better for me because I actually don't really like mango that much. But I think I like it like that. This is delicious.
Yeah,
that's
it's
a lot
very
too.
good.
Yeah,
But it's a large, very large portion. Delicious.
Okay, I think that is it for me for the Festival of the Holidays for today because I have to go back over to Disneyland because I want to see like the lighting of Small World, and then there's the parade and then fireworks. So there's a lot to do over there. So I think 3 items today is good. So I have 5 tickets to use tomorrow. Out of the 3, it was 2 hits and a miss. The yuca fries, skip them, no good. The yuca, we decided, was way too dense. It was like undercooked. And it felt like it definitely sat there for a while. But the mango tres leches and the queso fundido, those I feel like you'll be happy with. So, all right, I'm gonna go. See you tomorrow. Hello, everybody. It is day 2 of the Festival of the Holidays for me. So I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. So I'm gonna start continuing and working my way through my my lanyard to get more items and see how they are. So I'm excited. I'm here and I'm ready to eat. First stop of the day is going to be Merry Mashups because I want the turkey poutine and the esquites carnitas mac and cheese. I went with both of the food items, so that is the esquites carnitas mac and cheese and the turkey poutine. The esquites carnitas mac and cheese was $8.50. It is esquites inspired mac and cheese with carnitas, salsa macha, spiced puffed rice, freeze-dried corn, and chopped cilantro. The turkey poutine, which was $8, is layers of roasted turkey, sweet potato bites, cheese curds, and gravy topped with frosted cranberries. It's hard to do these food reviews by yourself, but I'm gonna do it because these are 2 items, especially this mac and cheese, that I've been really wanting to try since the first time I picked up this, the festival book. But so I'm just gonna go in with the mac and cheese first. I'm actually surprised the mac and cheese is more expensive than the poutine, but there is a spice on this esquites that is out of this world. It is delicious. I love it. I love that. The freeze-dried rice puffs on top are giving it this like really, really awesome texture that man, this is something I want to see how to do and maybe like add this to mac and cheese when I make it at home or something like that because this really elevates it. Oh my God. This is so good. Oh man. I might have to get this again. I'm not even kidding. This is like, the mac and cheese is perfectly cooked. It's like that, just like kind of beautiful. Oh, there's so much meat on here. Holy cow, that is good. Now, the turkey poutine is interesting because the frosted I get the whole idea, like it's a Thanksgiving meal, but the frosted cranberries are throwing me because cranberries are so tart. I don't know that this is gonna all blend together very well, but I'm gonna try and get a bite of everything. It's got cubed turkey in it, which I'm not in love with, but here we go. Sweet potatoes. The frosted cranberries actually do give a nice little pop. I love the texture. I never would think to put like whole cranberries like this in something. I would have done like craisins, but it's also hitting this with that little bit of acidity that it needs. And the problem I feel like with that is that you have to have the perfect balance of cranberries versus the sweet potato, the curds, and the gravy. Because the gravy, the sweet potatoes, and the curds are just kind of all, I feel like they have that canned gravy taste to it. So I don't not like it. It's okay. But I'm not in love with it the same way I am the mac and cheese, which is outstanding. And that's okay. But I feel like these are pretty good portion sizes too, so I'm not going to complain too much. I'm going to eat it all. See, I'm worried I'm not going to balance the cranberries out with enough of this, but you can see there's like cubed turkey in there and sweet potatoes. It's giving me weird textures. Okay, it was good. In the end, I don't really like the turkey poutine, but I have 3 tabs left. I think I know what I'm getting. 2 desserts and 1 thing, 1 like more savory item, and I think that's going to be like my dinner. So I'm going to do that a little later in the day here. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty solid right now. I'm gonna walk around and see some stuff. Okay, 3 left. I'm ready to eat again. The sun is starting to set. It is 4:30, and I have a Black Panther show or some sort of lighting thing at 5:15. So I'm going to do 2 more tickets, I think. I'm going to do those loaded latkes that are at Smoke Jumpers. My voice cracked like I don't know, some sort of Muppet. And then I think I'm going to do pumpkin pie. I think. I don't know. We'll see what lines give us, so... Okay, Smoke Jumpers Grill, and I see the sign for the latkes, $8.49.
It says traditional latkes loaded with smoked brisket topped with dairy-free horseradish cream and scallions.
I appreciate that it's dairy-free, but for some people, it's a little sharp.
I found friends. Hey. Question to the both of you: have you had latkes before?
I've had many, many, many latkes.
Okay, have you been to 2J's?
No.
You used to live in Orlando.
I did go to 2J's.
Okay,
yeah.
that's where I had latkes for the first time, I think,
Delicious.
actually. Yeah, very good.
I
These
feel
are
like
really good.
I only had some from like elementary school, like, and people
Do you know what it is?
bringing them in.
It's like potato.
It's like potato
Yeah.
pancake. I know that, but I'm saying I haven't had any that were like professional. I want to get like a cross section.
Yeah, get a little bit of everything.
Little
these are
meat,
really good.
little.
That spice in there. They love spice in this festival. It sounded crispy.
It's very crispy. This is the vibe I wanted from those yuca fries, and we didn't get that.
Oh God,
But
no,
we're
those
getting
are
it now.
awful. Okay.
See, like the meat's nice and tender, good flavor.
I'm gonna say the meat is very nice. In terms of this being brisket, it's giving me a little bit more of a pot roast texture,
Yeah.
which is okay.
I actually think that's good. I don't traditionally like a lot of brisket because it's usually a very fatty kind of beef.
I agree, but also it's like I find sometimes like overly sauced when you're getting into the barbecue side of it.
This is it's like a dry rub barbecue type of vibe.
You know what I'm shocked about? The potato is
crispiness.
so crispy.
So
yeah.
crisp.
This is crispier than a typical latke would be.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah, like I knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
this is
yeah.
much crispier. They're usually got a little softness to them, but I like this a lot.
Well, I
This is
think
how
usually
it.
like when people have made them in batches at their homes, they're like steamed kind of from sitting on the plate or like waiting to be served.
You know what? The meat is also giving me a little bit of like corned beef vibe.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I for me, this is a win. You said a win too, yeah?
100%. Win.
I'll recommend.
Three
win. 3 wins.
thumbs
100%.
all the way up.
Well, it started raining here in this park, so I think I'm gonna go run an errand really quick, and then come back later and get those other 2 desserts. We'll see how it happens. It is 8:20 p.m. I am in this park. It closes at 10. I am hoping to go to see World of Color for the 10:15 show. I am in a queue for it. But I think I didn't think about this enough. I think they stopped serving stuff at 9 o'clock. That might just be liquor and not food, but either way. So I think I'm going to try for the peppermint bread pudding. Because I think that's my thing I want, and I don't want to save it. I don't want to risk not getting it. So that's where I'm power walking to right now. Well, there is a massive line to get into Ghirardelli. I didn't know this was a thing to do at the end of the night, so we're going to have to pivot and try something else, I think. Oh, it looks like that peppermint bark bread pudding is actually at Pacific Wharf Cafe. Maybe it's at more than one location, or maybe I wrote it down wrong, so we're going to go and check that line now. Okay, I waited like 10 minutes, 15 minutes in this line, and it hasn't moved at all, so I want to still try and do 2 more rides and see World of Color, so I have got to make some sacrifices. So I am going to go and I think swap out. I think I'm not going to get this peppermint bark bread pudding. Well, great. Grandma's doesn't have a much better line either, so I don't know what to do. Okay, so I pivoted and I went to Visions of Sugar Plums because there was literally no line there, and there's a sweet potato corn muffin that came with like rice and beans. It was $7.25 without one of the tabs, or a tab, and it's a pretty decent decent sized portion here. I'm trying to finish this before everything gets done, so I'm just gonna have to take a bite and let you know what I think. Sorry, you can't watch me eat this one. Get out of here. Okay, so again, I feel like I've eaten about half of this. The portion size, again, pretty decent. Rice and beans. It's white rice and beans, which is good, and I'm not going to complain about that. And the corn muffin's like a good texture, and actually the sweet potato swirl inside of it is very pleasant. I think it needed to go further down into the muffin, because the corn muffin is, like for me, like cornbread, this corn muffin, whatever, it all comes out sometimes a little dry, so I feel like it's good when it's like, the beans need to be a little more wet. Like there needs to be more sauce for the muffin to like counteract sort of a thing. So, but it's not bad. I'm not upset about this. This is actually pretty decent, and you know what? I'm glad I tried something that wasn't on my original list. So, yeah, there. Okay, the grandma's recipes line has gone down significantly, so it looks like I can do this and still hopefully do the rides I want to do. Let's make it happen. All right, my last food item, the pumpkin layered cheesecake. Layers of New York style cheesecake, pumpkin gooey cake, and graham cracker topped with spiced chantilly and a chocolate decoration. It's very pretty. It's $7. I'm gonna try it. So I'm not gonna lie, at first I was kind of a little disappointed this is how the order of my food items had gone, that I really wanted to end on that chocolate peppermint bark, but that line was just insane at Pacific Wharf. I am actually very happy that I ended up ending my night with this, because this is just it's wonderful. It's the textures, the flavors, everything is there. It is literally like a nice light fluffy cheesecake, and then the pumpkin layered in there, and it has all those like really nice spices like cinnamon and maybe there's nutmeg. I don't know what pumpkin spice is, to be honest with you. I just know this tastes like the holidays to me, and I think this was like the perfect thing to end the festival of the holidays on, because it just is really leaving that like that literal, like when I think of, you know, Thanksgiving or Christmas or meal or something like that, I always have this like idea of this like pumpkin flavored thing in my head. So yeah, this was a happy accident, and you know what? I am really, really happy I ended up getting this. So I feel like it's a really decent portion too, to be honest with you, because I mean, I like sweets, but it's like I have food anxiety. So it's like the idea of eating this entire thing by myself is a little challenging, but it's so light and fluffy that I'm like, you know what? I'm actually glad nobody's here to share this. So pretty happy about this. I did just realize there was the impossible meatloaf and mashed potatoes. I kind of wanted that. I should have gone and got, but I didn't. But I'm going to rank all the foods and do a recap of prices and everything later tomorrow when I have a brain cell beyond this. But Fantasmic. Yep, see? No brain cells. World of Color starting. The lights are dimming. It's getting dark. I need to do like a ride or two still before my 10:15 show. So I'll be back.
It is sometime later now, because I've obviously made it back to Florida, back to my apartment, and I'm going to give my final rankings of the food and whether I think that the pass, the 8-tabbed pass, was worth it or not after all this. So I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way to the top, as we often are made and meant to do. So coming in at number 8, I have the loaded yuca fries from Viva Navidad at Paradise Garden Grill. Those were $8, just to recap. At number 7, turkey poutine from Merry Mashups. Those were also $8. At number 6, we've got the sweet potato stuffed corn muffin from Visions of Sugar Plums for $7.25. At number 5, we have the mangoes tres leches cake from Viva Navidad at Paradise Garden Grill for $6.50. At number 4, it's the Impossible Chorizo Queso Fundido from Brews and Bites for $7.50. And at number 3, pumpkin layered cheesecake from Grandma's Recipe. That was $7. And number 2, the loaded latkes from Smoke Jumpers Grill, $8.49. And coming in at number 1 this holiday season is the Esquites Carnitas mac and cheese from Merry Mashups for $8.50. Honestly, out of all 8 of these items, there were only 2 that I would say maybe pass on, and that was the turkey poutine and the loaded yuca fries. Honestly, looking back as I was editing the video and everything and just thinking back on it, the yuca fries, I should have gotten up and returned them to the window. I did enjoy the flavors of like the guacamole and all the stuff that was in there because like I said in the video, I enjoyed the spice that was there with it, but it had been left out, and I think the yuca was like severely undercooked. So, should have returned it. And the turkey poutine for me just didn't really work because I felt like, looking back, cube turkey, gross. And the rest of the stuff was just kind of bland without those sugared cranberries though. And those cranberries were good, and I'm going to do everything I can to use those in some holiday dishes. So the grand total for all 8 of these dishes, if I had just purchased them, this is without tax, if I just purchased them at face value at the booth, it would have been $61.24. Now remember, I bought the Sip and Savor lanyard for $54 exactly. If I had bought all 8 of these items individually at the booth, again, without tax, and used my magic key, it would have been $55.12. So I'm sure it would have been, well, either way, that's only a savings of $1.12. So either way, there's no denying that the Magic Key Pass at $54 is worth it, as long as you are making sure that you're not getting just all $6.50 items. Because if you did 8, I can't do the math on the top of my head. So if you did 8 $6.50 $6.50 items, it would cost $52. So that's where you could get a little like, so just as long as you're being aware of that, it's a value. Also, I'd say like make sure there are 8 items that between you, maybe you're splitting it with somebody else, I don't know, but just make sure there's 8 things that all of you want to try, because if that's the case, if that's not the case, then it's not obviously worth it. Don't force yourself to get more stuff. Ultimately, I feel like there was only 2 things I had where I'd be like, I'd pass on them. And even then, only one of them was like kind of not great. Like I will think back about it for years and think, wow, no. But the rest were decent, and pretty much, honestly, my top 5 were like things I would rave about. Like I would go back and get again. And in fact, it wasn't seen in the video, but the Impossible Chorizo Queso Fundido was purchased again by my friend Jill on another day. I saw her get it again on her stories. So, so she really, really enjoyed that. So, yeah, I was super happy to be able to attend this event. I think it was a lot of fun. I'd say my tips and tricks for you are, if you know every food item that you want, what booth to get it for, you go ahead, order it all at one booth, okay? Because you don't have to go to the booth where it's from. You can go to whichever booth has the shortest line, order everything you want there, get it all on that one receipt, and then bring that receipt up to the windows at each booth, and it will save you a lot of time. I did know this, but forgot it kind of in the moment, but it ultimately wouldn't have, I mean, the way I was doing it, it was so far in between each thing, I don't think it would have saved me any time. But I'm happy I got to go. I'm happy I got to go. I thought it was fun. I thought there were some cool items. I honestly look forward to next year as well. The thing about Disneyland is, I mean, this is a dining video, so I'm just going to say it, is that I think they just do their food so much better than Walt Disney World for the most part. And then also when there is like a special festivity going on, I feel like it gets themed. We'll get like a couple of items, and a lot of times it's desserts. There it is like top to bottom. Pretty much everywhere you go, there's going to be a seasonal item. And I think that is a lot of fun and something that I always look forward to out there. So keep it coming, Disneyland. I look forward to the next event to see what 2023 has in store. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you liked the video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And of course, don't forget, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. Costs you nothing extra to book with them. You support the channel and the show and all that stuff. So thanks, everybody, for watching me in this multi-format video where I am on my phone, on my fancy camera, on another camera, at my house. It's just a mishmash of all different types of media, but I hope you're doing well and that you're all making it through this holiday season. So stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.